We have an excellent game here between SKZad and 3WD Demon. SKZad is a really well-known orc player. Came in second place WCG, beat by Grubby. But anyways, really well-known orc player. And 3WD Demon, personally, I've never really heard of him. I've heard of the clan, but not really him. But he turns out he's a really good undead player, and he puts up to be quite a challenge for Zakard. And basically, I've been seeing this stuff in my games actually, and it's ghouls versus versus orc. It's pretty effective. You go ghoul, A-bombs, gargs, and fiends, or some mix of those that nature, and it really seems to be effective versus orc. And basically, today, Zakard's going to demonstrate on how to beat this strategy and overcome it. So if you're not at the 15-second mark, go ahead and pause this audio, get it synced up. So we're going from the 15-second part, Fog of War off, SKZad point of view, and get ready to unpause in 3, 2, 1, unpause. So as we can see here, Zakard's going with the regular Altar Burrow build, and he will be getting early barracks, just because this map is the smallest of any ladder map that you can spawn to next to each other. And if he goes up late barracks and gets ghoul brushed, he could probably lose that barracks, and as soon as that burrow goes down, he would lose the game. So you need to throw up early barracks, so that the situation doesn't happen to you. And anyways, they're not spawned close to each other. They're spawned on the opposite positions. Zakard taking the bottom, and Demon taking the top. And basically, you see our players just doing standard cookie cutter builds. Zakard getting a Farseer, and 3W Demon getting ghouls. So basically, when Zakard comes out, his basically goal is he wants to creep and get his Farseer to 2 or 3, either or. 2 for the chain lightning, so he can pick off heroes and ghouls, and or 3 for the level 2 bulls, obviously. And I just got IM, so go ahead and I'm at the 133 mark right now, so we should be fine. But go ahead and sync up if you need to. Anyways, if you look at Demon's Altar, he's getting a Death Knight, pretty standard. I think Crypt Lord's actually more powerful in Orc versus Undead, but he seems to prefer the DK, and that's what he'll be getting. Zakard, notice he scouted with the peon to the position next to him. This basically saves you the time, because if you did not scout that and ran your Farseer to the tavern and scouted the other position with your wolves, you would have to run all the way back, and that would waste so much time. So you always want to scout that spot with a peon and the other 2 spots with wolves. Basically right here, he's really worried about that ghoul getting stealing a kill or something, so he's being very cautious creeping. And he gets Cloak of Shadows, which is the best job you can get off these turtles, just because it gives you the ability to hide and get out of surrounds. So that basically nullifies one of Demon's biggest weapons early game, which is the surround on the heroes. He either has to carry dust, or if he does not have dust, like he does not have now, that basically just gives Zakard a free life. And right here, if you notice, he's sitting his Farseer over here. And he was going to start creeping, but I think he saw that Death Knight going over there. Yeah, so he hides his grunt and wolves behind those trees. And basically, he's just trying to dodge the Death Knight. He does not want him preventing him creeping, which is he really is right now, because he's not creeping. He's worried about that Death Knight coming in and coiling some of his kills and getting some skellies and trying to steal basically his creeps. And anyways, if you look at Zad's base, he's still just getting the normal, going up his 3rd burrow, and he's just going normal tech, nothing like 2 barracks or anything. And same with Demon, he's going with the tech ghoul build. And right here, Zakard splits up his army, because he thinks those ghouls would be creeping some of those turtles, because you can really easily do that with ghouls. And it turns out he was creeping that turtle camp right in front of his base. and he's gonna come in here, and he's gonna try to do some damage to that ghoul army, because ghouls hurt really easily. Man, I just got IM'd again. We're at 4-0. Whatever. Anyways, he's just doing what I said. He is just preventing the ghoul army from creeping. And he should, I think he actually does this. He should be splitting up his grunts and wolves, and doing some creeping also, to get that level 2 so he can start picking off some units. If you look at Demon's Death Knight, he's level 2. This gives him that extra speed boost, so that'll allow him to coil surround grunts in his forest here with ease, since he has that 10% extra move bonus. And Zachar went ahead, and since he scouted it and he knew he was creeping that camp over there, he's gonna find one that's pretty far away, with like this ogre camp, and to go ahead and creep it. He gets sentry wards, good drop, and he's finishing out the rest of his camp so he can get level 2. And he runs right into that ghoul army. I'm surprised he did not get a surround on that. But he obtains level 2, and look at this surround. This is how Demon is just so good. He really knows how to surround. Like, okay, he's dancing with his grunt, and he's just tightening his grip on it, and he gets this grunt surround, which is really nice. So yeah, there you go. He got that grunt, and Zachar pulls that other grunt away immediately, because he does not want that to get surrounded, because 2 grunts being surrounded, that's pretty sloppy. That's a big portion of your army. That's 6 food, 400 gold. Basically, when you see the ghoul strat, you do not want to stick with grunts, because ghouls will rape grunts when they have dual auras, statues, and heal scrolls. Ghouls will just tear through grunts with frenzy and stuff like that. You need to switch up to Wind Riders like Zachar doing right now. He's going to be getting 2 bestiaries for 2 Wind Riders and eventually Raiders. This basically makes Demon get either Fiends or Gargs, and if you look at his script, he's deciding to go Gargs, but that's a very bad choice for him, because 3 or 4 bats can take care of 3, or 3 bats can probably take care of 4 or 5 Gargs. So you never get Air Burst Orc. It's just a bad choice all around. And if you look at his base, he's got I think he's got 1 Wind Rider out now. No, none yet. He's got him queued up, and he plays a sentry outside his base. This base will allow him to jack a rally point. He can rally jack with that stash or the sentry ward right there. And basically, they're just looking for each other to creep jack. They really have about the same hero levels. Demon has a little bit more, but they're just looking for each other to creep jack, because they really don't have an army to creep bigger camps with. And Zachar had level 2, and he's just like waiting for his Shadow Hunter to come out also, so he can creep with that as well. Zachar decides to, since he saw his Death Knight with his units, he's going to go run over to this camp that's pretty far away, just like he did before, and creep this out. It's the best of his ability. And yeah, Demon just flies right by it, doesn't even think of it. And so Zachar, if you look at his base once more, he has 2 bats, and I think that's all he's going to be. Now he's getting 3 bats. 3 bats is probably sufficient amount to take out a lot of gargoyles, with wards from his Shadow Hunter he just picked up, and Chain Lightning. You really don't need more than 3 or 4 bats, unless they're straight out massing them with like 3 crypts or something. But really, Zachar's really getting an advantage right here, because Demon's not doing really any big creeping. He's not jacking him either. He hasn't really scouted him out. He has no idea where he is. So right here was a good time for Zachar. He picked up a pretty big advantage. He allowed him to pick up that hero slack he was lacking from earlier, and now they're about the same level. I think he gets level 3, and he creeps his turtle camp right here. So anyways, if you look at Demon's face now, he's going with the Dreadlord second. Dreadlord is good. I mean, Dreadlord is amazing versus Orc. If you can sleep that TC, that takes the biggest weapon out of your army. And if you sleep a Forest Hero, you sleep a Shadow Hunter. And heroes make and break an army. This game, like, an army without a hero is just, it's so much worse. So if you can sleep in hero and kept it slept for most of the battle, that's a big addition to your army, basically. and it also gives those that other aura to ghouls. So you're gonna have Unholy Aura with Vampiric Aura, which will be very helpful, and Ghoul Frenzy will make them attack extremely fast. If you look at his crypt now, he's getting web because he knows those bats are just gonna own his guards. So he's gonna go ahead and switch up to Crypt Fiends. He finished creeping this camp, and Zachard finally finds Jack and makes him TP. He didn't really lose much there. He lost, I think, a couple guards and a ghoul. Not bad. He lost like 2 guards, I think it was. And anyways, Zachard right here, he's just going to be continuing creeping up to his 3-3 or 4-3, something like that, hero levels. That's basically when the advantage is in your favor, when you first hit that hero levels. If you fight 3-3 versus 3-2 or 2-2, you're definitely going to win that fight. That's one of your biggest advantages. You always want to press when you get those critical levels. Zachard gets Toman Intel drop, not as good as EXP, but it's decent. Keeps that Shadowhunter full mana. And anyways, now Demon, he just is researching Ghoul Frenzy, and I'm pretty sure he's going to press right here. He's going to try to take out a couple burrows, because that's basically what he do. Ghoul Frenzy is a big advantage in your part, allow him to attack fast, so you can maybe take 2 or 3 burrows out, delaying their production a lot, and just waste a TP. It's a pretty decent trade. Anyways, he sees Zachard creeping right here, I think. He loves that illusion. And I think they're just going to dance around a bit. Zachard's going to want to heal up to full on that one grunt in his Farseer. Then he's going to want to engage him. I think it's going to be, yeah, Demon's putting on the pressure. And he gets that nice sleep on him. And that just totally makes him waste a TP. He's got another potion, but that talisman helps. But he just allows him to get a couple hits on his army before he TP's out. So basically, probably Zachard was the winner of that battle just because he got the EXP, plus he all he traded was for TP. He didn't really lose anything. And so basically advantage is in Zachard's favor right now with 3-3 heroes compared to 3-1. So right now Zachard does not want his opponent to be creeping up to 3-3, so he loses that hero level advantage. So he's going to go press his advantage and go bring the fight to his opponent. And right after he creeps this mine, that's why, yes, he's going to creep this mine first. And he just wants to get rid of all the big camps, so it's harder for him to creep up to 3-3 or 3-3 or 4-3, because once the big camps are gone, it's really going to be hard for you to creep. And those items really help. I think, yeah, Kegler's Pipe, or Khadgar's Pipe of Insight, which is a good job for him. That Shadowhunter recovers mana really fast, like Clarity Potion. And he also gets that random mana, drops all the time, so you always should use at least 1 or 2 skills versus that creep camp. And basically Zachard's gonna get some TP, I think, and maybe a protection scroll. No, healing scroll and a vulnerability potion. And he's using the speed scroll transportation, I guess. I don't know, it's pretty weird. I guess he saw you had 2, he just used 1 to get around. Yeah, that's just really weird. I guess he just felt like doing that. And he can, because he's Korean. So yeah, now you see Zachard, he's just he's scouting for expos, making sure his opponent doesn't have an expo, because if he's pressuring his opponent while he has an expo, he's gonna not really take as much damage if you hit that expo before his main. So he clears up this camp, and his Shadowhunter is nearing 4, and basically he's just continuing his clearing of the map of creeps, and he is also checking for expansions. Wyverns are such a great unit to creep with, just because they're mobile, they are fast, they're ranged. They're basically the ideal creeping unit, and when you go Wyverns, you want to be creeping. That's their biggest advantage besides harassing human woodline and stuff like that. And right here basically finishes the map of creeps, besides that turtle camp in the top and the 2 ogre camps left. there's not really much to creep. So basically, hero levels, unless Zachar loses a fight, they're going to stay in his favor. This is one more thing that just makes him above the game. He thinks, if I clear this map, the hero levels are going to stay in my advantage. And that's basically what he's doing. And Demon, he's looking for some more camps, but he spots Zachar, and he sees how many wyvern he has, and that little fiends are going to fall quick. And right here, he's just hexing fiends and focusing them down, casting healing wave as much as possible, nullifying that ghoul damage. And you can see how just how strong ghouls are. Even with that healing and everything, that hexing of the heroes, he's still able to push through that army. I mean, those abominations are tearing up. It's a really heavy melee, and he's just keeping that Farseer asleep. I mean, that's a big chunk of his army. That's a 40 damage attack each couple seconds, and basically, Demon totally just dominated that fight. But you should. This is what makes Zachar amazing. I almost shit my pants the first time I seen Zachar do this. So basically, you see Zachar has lost this battle. He's lost all his units. He is completely fucked now. And basically, he's going to turn this around with just his 2 heroes. And you'll see how powerful just Farseer Shadowhunter really is. And he's going to wake up his Farseer, pop that invulnerability potion on both of them, and he's going to focus this Dreadlord, because look at the DK. He has a lot of mana, but these wolves and hex, it deals out so much damage at a time. Oh no, he focuses his DK, excuse me. And he does so much damage to this. He doesn't have a TP, he doesn't have nothing on him. Oh, he doesn't have a TP, but hex owned. He sacrifices his Shadowhunter, and he's gonna get this kill on the DK, I think. Yep, must have been lag or something. And he's gonna get. It's amazing how he gets this Dreadlord too. His invulnerability potion cooldown is not done yet, so he's surviving. And this is such a it finishes at the exact same time, right about those things those fiend attacks about to hit him. He casts that invulnerability shield, and he's going after that Dreadlord. That Dreadlord is his. He's trying to buy a TP invulnerability potion, but chain lightning at the last second. So you can see Zachar, this is what makes him an amazing player. He turned that total loss into a semi-victory by killing both of his heroes. It's he got that hero level advantage strongly in his favor now. He's a level 7 Farseer, or level 6, and that's so much higher than that 5 DK I think it was, and yeah, 5 DK, and that's just going to ensure him the game if he keeps these hero levels higher and keeps scouting. Really, Zachar really needs to throw up an expansion right now. If his mine is getting down to 2K, I like to throw my expansion up when I get to like 1.5 or somewhere around there, just because if I have to cancel it once, I'll still have time before my mine runs out. And he went ahead and picked his Dreadlord up at the tavern. Basically, I would guess because he thinks he would be coming back with his Shadowhunter, and he doesn't want to fight with one hero because that'll be totally a disadvantage. He just sees these stray ghouls scouting, and he's gonna go ahead and try to get some kills. I think he gets an snare off. Nope, he decides to pull off, and Demon's basically got his Death Knight back, and basically we're gonna be seeing some more skirmishes. And you'll see how strong this DKDL with dual aura is so strong and historic. Like I said, seeing it in a lot of ladder matches now. If you don't know how to counter this stuff, it is tough. And you see Zachar has got his Shadowhunter back, and he's stocked up on potions this time. He's got a mana and a healing potion. Since his Shadowhunter got focused pretty hard last time, he decides to see if that happens again. He's going to be prepared and have that potion. And Demon's going to go ahead and finish creeping the rest of this map and try to get that Dreadlord to 5. Because after 5, it's not long to 6. And 6 is Infernal is rape. Infernal is the most imbalanced ultimate when you get it, man. That stun and then that Infernal is just easily cannot be dispelled. It's just so good. I think he does get to 5 here. Yeah, he does get to 5, and he gets. I'm pretty sure he gets sleep, but you'll see he's going to be returning Carrion Swarm, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. So Zacard has recently added kodos to his army, just because fiends, they're pretty big unit. He saw he had some A-bombs too, but fiends, they cost 210 gold. It's pretty decent amount, and there's not many of them to an army compared to ghouls or footmen or something like that. So kodos effectively counter fiends. They also allows air units to fly more safe, and it also gives them that damage bonus. And that damage bonus is pretty big once it comes into big battles, like Raiders doing +3 a hit, and basically all the stuff doing +3 to +4 a hit. That'll just add up to extra attacks that he wouldn't usually get. So that kodos a really strong addition to his army. And right now, each player is just scouting each other's minds, seeing if they have an expansion, because everybody's getting low on gold, and everybody's going to need to be expanding soon. This is a really nice thing Zacard did. I didn't really know you could do this before this, but Shadow Wolves are actually able to kill a Ziggurat before they dispel. And that brings down 10 food and not let him produce any more units if he's close to the food cap. So it's a really good thing. So if you have the 75 mana and you're scouting, go ahead and send him in the face and take out a Zig. So basically we have 6-4 versus 5-5. Personally, I think the hero level advantage is for Demon, because 5-5 is much greater than 6-4. That extra level on ward or healing, it's a really big jump. Basically, he's massing kodos. It's pretty much the effective counter to his army. He has A-bombs, fiends. Once those fiends are done, he has ghouls and statues. Kodo, Wither, and Grunt, and with those heroes, are easily able to defeat mass ghouls. So he's basically bringing his army down to something that he can counter. And you see, he scouts that mass kodo. He's probably shitting his pants now. He's like, I have all ground units. What am I gonna do? And Zacard, they're basically gonna dance back and forth. They want to get a good spot on this last battle. And if you looked at Demon's Dreadlord, he retrained and he actually got Carrion Swarm. This is probably what made him lose the game, I think personally, because if he had sleep, he could be sleeping all these kodos for no mana. And taking the kodos out means they can't devour, and that's basically bringing down his army so much, because that's basically that's how he's gonna win. He's gonna devour his whole army. And yeah, if he really would have went to that sleep, he would have definitely had a better chance in this last battle. Amongst keeping tabs on his army, he threw up an expo. Demon did, and right here we're getting to a battle. He has those kodos in a pretty decent position. They're able to run back. Raiders are ensnaring, so they don't miss with the devour. And he's just eating all his fiends. The piercing damage is a pretty decent amount, but not too much. And right here with that healing wave, Zacard's pretty much triumphing. He's got rid of most of his ghouls, most of his fiends, and right now he's focusing on that Death Knight. Gets the Hex off on him, and Hex lasts so long at level 3, man. That is just crazy. That was a really long time, and you could not get that TP. Such a deadly killer. And he's getting to go ahead and get a surround on this Dreadlord as much as he can. Hexes it. I think he hexed it a little bit too early. Yeah, I don't think he gets it right here. He uses that invulnerability potion, but he's going to try to keep on following that so he doesn't get away. He's going to bring that Raider behind, but I think unfortunately he does get away. Yeah, step teleportation. But right there, Zacard, he went into that battle basically underrated, or had the hero disadvantage despite having the advantage earlier, and he still was able to pull it out. I mean, kodos, that totally owns fiends and A-bombs. There you can go, see again with the speed scroll transportation. And I think he was actually trying to get this Dreadlord kill and snare. Yeah, I think he does get it. Hex, please. Not enough mana. But like I was saying before, kodos, they really just own fiends and A-bombs. It's an excellent counter. And mass kodos bring the army down to mass ghouls and statues is extremely easy to counter. Zacard's being just, I think he just knows he won. And he's just pressing in, trying to get that Dreadlord kill. Instead of that Dreadlord kill, he pretty much won. No heroes versus 2 heroes. There goes down the other hero. And Zacard's doing the smart thing. He has 2.4k wood. There's no reason to be keeping peons on wood. He's sending them to the closest gold mine and bringing them back. That's still able to let him produce units at a slower rate, but it's still allowing him to produce units. Basically, that's like a all or nothing thing. If you decide to you have peons bring in a long return like this, you have to win it within your last push, because if they got an expo up, there's no way you're gonna be able to win. And right here, Zacard's gonna take out that altar, allowing Demon to get his heroes back. And since he got that level 6 on that DL, he might have a chance of taking Zacard. He has no expansion, and Demon does, and so he's gonna get back that DK. And he doesn't have enough for the DL yet. I think his DL is like around 600 or 700 gold. But he's going to get that with his Expo, and he's going to try for one last stand. Infernal is it's totally raped with the stun, like I said, and that might give him a chance with the coil also. So we're going to see how this works out. Just about his DL back, I think. Which is really another weird thing. He didn't unsummon that. Generally, I think you would. Oh, he hexed the last Acolyte. I see. But he did not get the unsummon, but he did get his Dreadlord back, and he's going to try for one last stand. I think he's going to, yeah, he's unsummoning all his stuff so he can get a couple mana potions, some health potions, and maybe pull out a win. So Zacard's just clearing up the rest of that haunted gold mine, and he's going to be heading back to lovely Demon's base. So we have a DK with a TP, and some other miscellaneous items with a DL, with a Sobi Mask, and Ring of Pride, versus a 6/7 Farseer Shadowhunter, both with fully stocked items. If you don't really know how this battle's going to go, yeah, you're pretty noob. So he's just throwing his DK back, and he's going to get the Hex on. And Infernal, that does pretty decent damage coming down. Really good spot to use that Infernal too. Gets a Raider. Raider's really useful, and he's healed up Farseer, killed that DK, and he's focused on his DL, worrying about that Infernal later. Ensnare goes off. Another Ensnare, I'm pretty sure, or a Hex. Yep, Snare, Hex. Good game. No Hex, just ownage. So he's had GG, and that wasn't a good game. Basically, the real big turning point in the game was when Zacard, he switched up his units from Wyvern, an all-air army, into a mass ground army with the kodos. That totally threw Demon off guard. He was not scouting as much as he needed to, and he totally got dominated because he had no really counter to that kodos, and it just totally ate his fiends, his A-bombs, and walked off, left him with ghouls and statue. But if you have any comments, go ahead and aim me. Anything you want to show me, you just want to talk to me, go ahead and just get in contact with me, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.